Hey builders, Brick Ratty up here. Here you can see my Lego DeLorean collection, including the 3 official models on the right there, and then my 2 custom models. So overall, there's not a lot I can say about the official models that hasn't already been said before. The new UCS style one is very great, has a lot of great details, and I'm very happy that I got it. And the original Ideas model is not the best, but one of the great things about the DeLorean is that there are a lot of different versions of the vehicle due to the movies. So this original idea set is perfect for the Back to the Future 3 model because it is the only one that I have that has a hood that can fit those mechanical pieces from that movie. So that's what I'm using it for there. And the Lego Dimensions one is just a small little fun model to have. And my 2 custom models here, I think are also really great. Those have been a big passion project for me starting back when I got the original idea set. This one here is a modified version of my original copy of that set, and I just took it and kept building with it to make it more detailed and more accurate, which eventually led to me building this brand new one here completely from scratch, which is built off of a Speed Champion set, which I've gone over before in my other video. So I'll go over these custom ones a bit and kind of talk about the vehicles a bit more. Just to go over it quickly, here are my Marty and Doc figures. 2 right here are from the UCS style set. Both of them are really good, except for what people have said about Marty and having the Han Solo head. I do think they should have kept using the Lego Ideas version, and his legs not being dual molded is kind of a negative, but the printing on both of them are great. These 2 over here are my definitive versions with the hair pieces that I like, and then these are the original hair pieces. I'll go and switch them out also. I know a lot of other people like using the Han Solo hair for Marty. I would say the Lego Ideas DeLorean is one of the great wonders of Lego that makes you really wonder what went wrong. At the time, I was a kid, and I thought the set overall was pretty fun as I just kind of discovered Back to the Future and really liked the movies. But it's just one of those sets that you look at and it's not great. One of the weakest parts is the windshield or lack thereof, where it is only formed by these plate pieces, and it's too skinny and too long, and also there's no windows for the doors. So there's just a lot of things that can be improved. I would say especially also in the back with the vents, just not great. The flux bands are very disconnected and don't look good. So that was really my driving force with the Back to the Future 2 model that I have here. With this one, originally, I just wanted to add the windshield piece as well as the windows to the doors and also make it more proportional. I kept basically the main design of the original idea set and just modified it. With the original model, it ends up being kind of squished in the front and especially in the rear where it's just too short. So I ended up taking it and expanding it by 3 to 4 bricks or so. So this build right here is the original set that I had from almost 10 years ago, and a lot of the modifications that I made to it are also originally from that long ago. A couple of things that I've built more recently are the silver flux bands, which I modified to match my newest version back there, as well as the back angled piece there, which I used one of the collectible minifigure action stand pieces that's in gray and just put the clip and the plate there, and I thought that looks pretty good. It has the flat silver pieces, which are used to accent the gray. Some of these pieces are a little more rare, like the bumper silver pieces there, which are from a Lego Agent set that I had. I have it modified without the printed flux capacitor piece because I had to use that one for my custom model, and I was able to add a lot of details that just aren't present in the original model. On the inside, you can comfortably fit the 2 characters a lot easier, and I still kept the flying feature. Looking at my newest version of this mock, you can see that there's a lot that is similar from the modified version, but I think this new version here just does basically everything better, minus the wheel feature, but since I have this one, I don't have to worry about that. Here I have a shot of all of the cars with the Marty and Doc figure inside of them. As you can see, the original set only has room to really fit one figure properly, and Doc just kind of hanging out the side, which is helpful for the model that there's no window so it can do that. Then both of my custom models have enough room to fit both figures. All of them have the butterfly doors so no problem there. But as you can see, newest version, a lot sleeker, thinner. Again, just one of the great things about it is all these flat silver pieces. This 1x6 is also from the Agent set. But if you want to build this yourself, there's a cheaper option if you just use two 1x3 tiles. I also threw on the DMC printed slope there, which I think is a really great printed element and adds a lot to the vehicle. Some things I added that I think makes the model look great are these wheel arches there that fit perfectly with the Speed Champions wheels, with the printed dish piece on the inside there to represent the real life wheel details. And also the details in the back where the reactor aren't 100% accurate, but I think the greebling looks great. And for the scale, I just wanted to get some detail back there that's pretty unique. And the wire also connects to those details back there and ends up looking great as well for the scale. Having it clip onto the tube there in the back just makes it more positionable and more customizable, especially if you're going to do a stop motion or something like that. On the rear, I made this great vent design, which I also used on the Back to the Future 2 version. On the inside, you can see the flux capacitor piece there. And something kind of cool about my model is I got some seat backs in there to make it look more cushioned. It makes everything rotated a bit in there just to make them fit right. I could switch out the 2x3 pieces in there for 2x2s, but the pieces in there now, I think they create a fuller look and just make it more complete. On the inside also, I added more to the display areas. It makes it look more messy and jumbled up, just like in the movie, which I think is kind of important. I have all the details necessary on the sides and those angled parts. I have the red pieces there, and then also that green piece that is an extra from the DeLorean UCS style model, if you have that one. I think something really great that I just added to this version that wasn't in the one that I just posted a video on. So I got the flux band to be more joined and wrap down all the way down to the bottom, and it wraps underneath it as well, which is very accurate. And overall, I'm just really happy with this model. It has a really sleek profile. The doors are so much thinner and just have a better shape than the original idea set. And I also got really great wire details along the side, just showing all the different mechanical parts. But again, this is a display model. It's not going to be as playable as the original Lego one. After building this and getting this huge UCS model with all the details, it is really satisfying to see this much smaller build, seeing how close it is. Also, getting this much bigger model with all the details in it helped a lot in the final stages of this build. So it was just a helpful tool to have, and also just a super awesome set. If you are a fan of the movies, you have to get it. Everyone's already been saying it, but I'll just repeat it again. One of the problems though with this set is it has printed elements from the original Lego Ideas set, which makes it a little harder to be accessible for builders. But I think I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate the physical build flux capacitor into this model, so it'll be easier for anybody to build and just be cheaper overall. Again, some of the silver pieces that I use don't necessarily have to be the ones you choose. You can get different pieces that can replace those, and I'll make sure to have those listed. And I just think this model's really great. Just as a Back to the Future fan, I'm glad that I spent months on this specific model, but years building this just to get it the way that it is, and I'm really proud of it. So in the description, I'll have the rebrickable page for this if you want to build it. I hope you enjoy it.